ゲームを作る側が評論する側に入ってどうするのと言われてもまあしょうがない覚悟の上です。
Didn't Mr. Beast do some shit recently that was like sussy wussy? I mean, they all do. Every YouTuber does, except me. I'm the only perfect one. I don't know, I thought I heard about something. Or that he bought something weird. He perpetuated the problem that individual acts of kindness don't solve problems. It's interesting just to wish me wanting to be the opposite. Oh yeah, he definitely does that. I find it really interesting that people don't think about the, hold on. He, a guy with money, made a large individual act of kindness, and Twitter got mad about it. Yeah, it's weird. It's fucking weird. It's such a hard thing to call out. I do think that there are, like, problems with it. Are they his fault? Not really. I think the fact that someone like Mr. Beast can exist in the first place is something that, like, I'm not going to forget whether or not that's the primary problem or not. I'm not even interested in that. There's no way. That's subjective to fucking everybody, but I think it's really interesting that people don't think about that. People think about the fact that, oh, but he's doing this, or oh, but he's not doing that, but oh, the broader system is not doing this. But they don't think specifically about why is he in that position. This is a lot of complex shit that goes in here. So the thing I think it's very important in him specifically doing it because the audience is people that can make those systemic changes, aka young voters. That's a good point. Yeah, that goes into a couple of things. So it's like with him, I do want to hold him to that standard just because he has a huge fucking audience. Like it or not, these guys are kids. Yes, exactly. They're like, he has a massive audience. His influence is going to be like what impacts these kids over the next 10, 15 years. You're right. It's not that bad. Are you saying it's not that bad that he's setting an example of philanthropy for the kids? There's a couple things here. I think that, like, okay, here's the thing. I have no problem with like YouTubers being like the next set of like a celebrity base for people to find inspiration from. I think that's perfectly fine. It's just another medium, and mediums evolve over time. The problem is the fact that YouTube specifically as a medium is a very, at least relatively speaking, is a fairly free platform, right? Like you go on TV or in the movies, and if you are trying to, like, I guess, be something, or just say you're showing an example of success in those mediums, whether it be within the context of the medium. So let's say I am a successful movie or TV actor, or I am just a successful person, I am a rich person, or I am a famous person that happens to be on this thing. In either of those two cases, that perspective is like limited. They can't really express everything that goes into their lifestyle or how they got it, or express all of their actions that they want to take with the platforms that they have through the platforms that they use. Like, for example, if Scarlett Johansson, right, is a really good philanthropist, like she actually throws money at the right problems in the right places all the time, she couldn't express that in a movie. She would have to use her own platform, her own voice, whatever mediums are available to just Scarlett Johansson and not the broader pictures that she's in. She would have to communicate the fact that, hey, I'm doing those things on there. With YouTube, you don't do that. Your YouTube brand, for the most part, is you. You'd have to go into a lot of effort to manufacture an identity that's separate from you to do that. People do it, but it's like it's harder to separate the character away from the YouTuber. It really is. And I think that what people are getting is that because Mr. Beast is this YouTube philanthropist, I think this is the wrong message that children are getting. Because he's getting that effect on people, people are thinking that this is not necessarily sufficient, like it's not going to solve the broader problems, no, but it's good philanthropy. The fact that he's doing it, the fact that he's showing his success, the fact that he's making these videos that show, hey, I did just help 100 blind or 1,000 blind people. I did just give this Domino's person 15,000 because I can. People think that that's like so impressive. Someone with that much money to make his entire platform just giving away money. There are targeted ways you can direct that would solve the problem in grander ways. And it's something that I think someone like Mr. Beast has awareness of, or at least access to. And instead, the better option that appeals better to creating content for him is the one that goes after the individual, is the one that just gets the the money to the person with the Domino's hat on. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You can do that as your content, but I don't think that that should be an example that people refer to as good philanthropy. Good philanthropy would be like something like ensuring a small fund for a handful of schools in a city, or like a handful of like critical public infrastructure systems within a city. I'm speaking like really broadly on that, but like you can fund certain things that are specific target areas in certain neighborhoods, or like whatever the case is, to target their broader problems instead of helping just one or two individual poor people or at a time, or giving people like a $30,000 shopping spree at Best Buy all of a sudden. Again, not bad content. He can do that. I just don't think it is an example of firm and good philanthropy. And the fact is, you're right. There's a lot of influence that he puts out that people are going to bite onto and cling onto for a really long time. And he's not the only one. But that's my take on that. To say that Mr. Beast directly and majorly profits off Fake's act of philanthropy is a wildly uninformed take when you actually look at his numbers. It's a rare thing he does. Hold up. Really, all that needs to be done is just get political about it, which no one will do because it hurts them. Okay, hold on. Let me touch on that real quick. To say that he directly and majorly profits off fake acts of philanthropy. I'm not saying his acts of philanthropy are fake. They are philanthropy. I'm just saying they're not great philanthropy. I'm not inclined to say it's good, but fuck it. I'll hold the good out. And to say that he directly and majorly profits off of it is wildly uninformed. He doesn't have to do it all the time to directly and majorly profit off of it. He's a massive YouTuber with millions of subscribers. Any amount of attention he gets from one of these videos, even if he did it once a month, is massive fucking influence, first of all. And then what needs to be done is get political about it, which no one will do because there's the money. Yes, that's exactly the point. That is the point that would need to be done for a optimal impact on these issues, for someone that is just going to be casually throwing money at these individual problems because they can, and that is not what he chooses to do. And I say chooses to do, and it's like the whole argument of like, it's not your money, get out of his wallet. Fuck it. Like, if you're in that position, you're able to see what influence you have and what extent you can do things. If Mr. Beast is just, I'm not going to say wildly underinformed, but like it's unlikely that once you're talking to other millionaires or billionaires, I don't even know how much the money the dude has, but it's unlikely that when you reach that point of wealth that you're going to misunderstand the amount of impact that you can have in certain circumstances. So yeah, no, I think the fact that he doesn't get political about it, even if he doesn't want to, I think that's a detriment to the broader purposes of philanthropy. Am I saying that he does nothing good? No! I'm just saying that that's not optimal. Because of my take, the Eagles have lost the bowl. No way. Did that really fucking happen? Oh well, fuck the Eagles. Wait, what was the final score? 8-7. No way! Damn, man. 38-35. Ain't that some shit? I told you, boys. I told you. Super Bowl slander. If I don't know if my stream caused this loss, but God Almighty, I hope it did. I hope I am the one to have saved the. Not the actual city of Philadelphia, because that's just a mess. But I hope I'm one to have saved the soul of the city of Philadelphia by proxy, I suppose. Damn shame though. Glad I'm not invested.